I saw with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see the Bears' sure-handed wide receiver. He's coming off one of his biggest games in both yards and touchdowns last week. It's the Bears and the Falcons, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at our featured team here. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power rankings, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. So here are the Bears banked up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by a man who needs no introduction. One of the most exciting players in all of sports. Now in his 6th season out of Texas A&M, Patrick Mahomes.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Ordinarily, when you're backed up this deep, most teams like to play it on the safe side, but not these guys. They took a big shot downfield and wound up hitting it for a big play. Back them into a corner, they come out swinging.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at the 20. Following the interception here, Mariota. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. To throw is Mariota. His throw incomplete. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times per second.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the win. Punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten. And they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
We're scoreless after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a first and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. After the sack on first down, Mariota dumps this one off to Algier. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. They'll start here with Jackson. They find some open field here. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. That second down play nets a -4. Gonna need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So close to an NFL record, but denied by the crossbar.
And you have to feel bad for him, don't you? He squeezed every last inch out of that kick. Oh, I thought he had it, but you said it. He's denied by the cruel sound of the metal crossbar.
Mariota on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Mariota. Under pressure, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Mariota to throw it. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They try to get it. That one, weren't able to do so.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And Mariota not happy about something before the snap, so he'll call for a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We begin with a couple.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
There's the option going left on second down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Here's Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Green. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He's going to fire one, corner the end zone. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And this offense has really just been humming all game long. So to me, they're just saying, we want to finish this one off in the 3rd quarter so we can coast home in the 4th. And this is just a tremendous play. Something we've seen time and again from this offense.
look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there, with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Tucker now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Justin Tucker is set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta regains possession of the football. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mariota now. And complete to Drake London. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterward. I know he's trying to make a play, but that time, he ends up drawing the flag.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Khalil Mack in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Mariota, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They run on first down with Jackson. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 51 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll get it inside the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Mahomes going to throw it here. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
We're good.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Out of his end zone, Mariota. And they work this out past the 25. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Mariota again. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Under pressure, they got him again. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Bears, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.
When the members on and get it going,